Good day, everyone. I'm so very happy to see you here in another mini common art series. And these videos, well, what is the purpose of these videos? It's an opportunity for you to practice English in a free way. You don't have to pay anything because they are on my YouTube channel. And there are many other videos that you can watch. Check my channel, check the list of reproduction for mini common art sessions. And I am sure that each one of them will provide you with some knowledge, with some reflections, and with some vocabulary that might become important for you. So, well, these are not short sessions. They take around 30 minutes, 40 minutes approximately. But I'm sure that if you dedicate some time to listen to them, you will improve your English. What's the session today? Today, the session is called From Blah to Yeah. Okay? From blah, I don't care, to yeah, life is fantastic. Okay? So what is the purpose of today's session? The objective. We are going to learn why sometimes we feel like languishing or like not wanting to do anything, and reflect about the ways we can change our mindset to a state of flourishing. Let me share with you that nowadays languishing has become some sort of the neglected middle child of mental health. It is like the first step when we feel like nothing matters to us, is the first step before going into a burnout, when we really feel we can't continue with our lives, and before going to a very deep sense of depression. All right. So at the beginning, we feel sad, then we might be feeling languishing, and then maybe we have this burnout syndrome, and then we might go into a deep depression. Okay. So nowadays, there are many people suffering from languishing, and they don't pay attention to this feeling. And it's very important that you try to move on and that you try to escape from this feeling. So what are the activities that we're going to do? The first activity to reflect a little bit about ourselves. It's an exercise of metacognition or mindfulness. It's called the flower of life. Then we're going to share thoughts and feelings and reflect around a sculpture. Then we're going to talk a little bit about a saying, and then compare what is languishing, what is flourishing, and what is the state of flow. Okay, so let's begin with the first exercise. And you can see on the screen the flower of life. A flower of 8 petals with 8 areas of your life that I would like you to reflect upon. For each of these areas, I would like you to number them from 1 to 10, being 1 if you feel that it's horrible, let's say, that you feel very bad about it, and number 10 if you feel that this area in your life is going very well. Okay? So be honest with yourselves. How do you feel about these areas? So let's begin with health and well-being. How do you feel about your health situation? How do you feel about your well-being? Do you feel okay with your life? Do you feel okay with your health? Are you doing whatever it takes to feel healthy, like eating well, like doing exercise, like having moments of reflection or moments of peace and quietness, so that you feel that your health and your well-being is in number 10. Next one, family and friends. How do you feel about your family and friends? Do you have contact with them? Do you have good relationship with your family, with your friends? Is it a 1? Not very good. Or is it a 10? Very good. Next one. What about your significant other, your spouse, husband, wife, your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever? All right. How do you feel about that significant other person in your life? Or there is no one there, and maybe you don't need to have a significant other, or maybe you are looking to establish a relationship with somebody else. Next one, your career. How do you feel about it? Is your career going all right? Are you happy with your job? Are you happy with your development at your career? Are you excelling on that, or do you feel a little bit stagnated? Like you want to have more, you want to do more, you want more responsibilities, you want to change your job, whatever it is. How do you feel about your career? Next one, your personal growth. What is it? Are you doing something to grow personally, like reading books, like watching interesting films or listening to interesting podcasts that feed your soul, that feed your mind and makes you grow as a person? Next one, how about fun and leisure? Do you have time for yourself? Do you give yourself time to have fun, to have leisure activities, watching TV, reading a book, going out with friends, going to the movies, whatever activity you like to do to have fun, playing games, board games, or whatever? How do you feel about it? Or is it only work and work and work? Next one, what can you say about your financial status? Is that okay? Are you happy with your financial status? Would you like to earn more money? Would you like to have more financial freedom? Or do you feel okay? It doesn't mean being rich. It means that you feel comfortable with the amount that you are making, because by the end of the month, you can make ends meet. It means you can pay all your bills, your accounts, etc., and cover all your needs, of course. And the last one, your home environment. Are you happy with the place you are living at? Or would you like to change that place? Would you like to move to a different place? Or would you like to change some things in your house so that you feel more comfortable when you are there? All of these areas in your life are important. They play an important role on how we feel and how we, or what we have to do in order to feel less stagnated or frustrated or sad or even depressed. Okay, now let's move on. I'm going to share an image with you full screen so that you can see it bigger, and we will reflect about it. Okay, so we have the image over here. It's called transire. Transire means to transcend. It was done by the Norwegian artist Fredrick Raddum in 2017. From my viewpoint, the image is quite shocking. Shocking because you see a man with no energy whatsoever. He doesn't want to move forward. He has given up. He is all languished, all right, all weak, with no energy whatsoever. He doesn't want to continue living. That's my feeling, all right? He is fainted. I don't think he's dead. I think, or I have the feeling that he just has no energy to continue his life. From his clothes, he might be a factory worker, somebody who doesn't make lots of money, and he just has stopped having a purpose in his life. He doesn't find any reason to continue living. So he is just there, sort of lying, sort of not wanting to get up, to move on. But on the other side, I think that this image is also inspiring. This sculpture is inspiring because you see a dove or a pigeon pulling him forward. The dove or the pigeon is usually the symbol for peace, is the symbol for happiness, to move on, to move forward. And so this pigeon is pulling the man to move on with his life. I think it's very interesting and very lovely that this pigeon is trying to wake him up and tell him, okay, come on, you can do many things with your life. Stand up, move forward, find an objective, find a reason, find a purpose to move on with your life. What other things can we notice? Of course, we can see the hands of the man just lying there. He's just being dragged forward. He doesn't move his legs. His head is absolutely down. But what makes me think that he's not dead? I don't know. There is something in him that, or maybe the pigeon, if the pigeon thought that the man was dead, it wouldn't care about this person. But the pigeon is, this person is like the reflection of this person, that when we feel absolutely down, depressed, it's this person that helps us continue with our lives, that pulls us up and forward to move on. Now, as I told you, or as you could see in the image is called transire. That means transcend. There is a very famous saying, a very old one, because it's attributed to the Talmud, that says, every person should plant a tree, have a child, and write a book. These all live on after us, ensuring a measure of immortality. Maybe the person depicted in the sculpture has not been able to plant a tree or have a child or write a book. And maybe those are the reasons that he feels languished. But what do you think about this? Do you think that everybody should plant a tree, have a child, and write a book? Are these the only ways that we can transcend, that we can live, continue living on after death? From my viewpoint, I don't think so. Yes, of course, it's very important if we can plant a tree or some sort of a plant. It would be fantastic for the environment because the environment needs more greens. But okay, maybe we don't have a garden. Maybe we don't have an opportunity to plant a tree. Maybe we just don't like gardening, and that's okay. The next one, have a child. Many people nowadays don't want to have children. They consider it's a burden. They consider it's not what they want, or there are enough people in the planet to continue having children. So they don't want to have a child. And that's okay. People should have children only if they really want to have them and pay attention to them and look after them. So it's not necessary nowadays to have a child. Maybe many years ago, when the Talmud was written, it was necessary to populate the planet. But nowadays, maybe it isn't so important. And write a book? Well, there are many ways, many other artistic ways to show or to leave something behind you. If you don't like to write, no problem, you don't write. Maybe you like painting. Maybe you like doing some crafts. Maybe you like, I don't know, doing some pottery, or there are so many other things to show our creativity, cooking, etc. So many other things. So, how can we transcend? Yes, leaving some physical things behind, like a tree, like a child, like a book, but we can also transcend leaving good feelings or teachings to other people, material or words that lift up the spirit of other people. So, how would you like to reach immortality? This is a question for you. What can you leave behind? Imagine that you are dead. How will people remember you, or which things will you be remembered about? Okay, just a little reflection over here. Because when we feel languished, it's because we feel that we have nothing else to give to the planet, to the people, and we have nothing else to take from the planet or from the people. I have mentioned several times that this is a life where we give and take. We take from others and we give to others. Okay, so languishing. What is languishing? Languishing, according to some psychologists, is, as I mentioned, a neglected child because we don't pay attention to it. We just feel like, nothing, I don't care about anything. Nothing is important. I don't give a damn about anything. But this is the beginning of moving into other deeper and more complicated mental health states, like burnout syndrome, or like depression even, okay? So many people are feeling stagnant, lost, fatigued, not very sure what to do next, uninspired, lacking of motivation. And well, this first stage is increasing more as days go on, and especially after COVID. And many people are going into major states of depression and anxiety disorder. Now, so just to summarize, languishing is a lack of sense of purpose and fulfillment. There is nothing for me to continue living. I don't have a purpose. I don't have a reason. I just wake up every morning and I go to work and I come back home and watch TV and do nothing and sleep, and life goes on without a direction, without a purpose. Also, languishing is when the simple pleasures of life have lost their meaning. What should I watch on TV? I don't care. Whatever is fine. What should I have for dinner? Doesn't matter. Something just to so that I don't feel hungry anymore. What should I do next? I don't care. Where should we go? Should we go if we want to go out, or if I want to go out? It doesn't matter. I just want to pass the time. I don't find any activity pleasurable, or I don't find happiness in any of the activities that I do. The sense of stagnation, I'm stagnated, I'm stuck. I don't feel that I am moving forward, that I am able to grow in my job, to grow in my life. My relationship is stuck. We are just living together because, well, that's how life is, okay? It has become a routine, a habit, but I feel I am stagnated. I'm in my comfort zone, and I don't want to move from my comfort zone because, eh, who cares? So I feel empty, empty. There's nothing inside of me that motivates me to move forward. So all of this is that sense of, ah, who cares? Doesn't matter. Yeah, um, nothing is important. Everything is bad. The world stinks. Politics stinks. My family stinks, and I don't give a damn. Okay, that's languishing. Now, in order to talk about flourishing, we should work a little bit on what is a state of flow. And for that, we're going to do an exercise related to vocabulary so that you understand, because afterwards I'm going to show you like a graph where it shows how we can move on and how we can reach this state of flow. So let me share with you this game. Okay, so what this game presents is some vocabulary that we will see in this chart that I mentioned and that have to do with the state of flow. It's a crossword puzzle. You have, as you can see, you have the different words that will appear in the state of flow. It's a total of 8 words. And we will try to find the word. Well, I will help you, of course, and I will do it over here. So we will find the word that matches the definition that you will see on screen. All right. So let's do this orderly from 1 to 8. Word number 1, having no interest or energy. Well, I think that this word is apathy. You are not interested in anything. You feel apathetic, we say, okay? Or I have apathy. Number 2, something that makes you feel unhappy and or frightened. Worry. Okay. Number 3, here we have number 3, uncomfortable feeling about something that is happening or might happen in the future. When we feel worried about the future is when we feel anxiety, okay? I don't know what will happen next, so I am anxious. Number 4, let's see, strong positive feelings or excitement about something or someone. You are interested, you feel interested about doing something. You feel excited about doing something. And we say that you are, or we are in a state of arousal. What about number 5? The movement of something or someone in one direction. Like a river, right? The river is moving in one direction only. So when we are moving in one direction only and not jumping here and there, we say that we are in a state of flow. Number 6, the power or authority to make something happen. That's when you are in control of the situation. You have the power, you have the authority to do something. Number 7, here is number 7. Easy one because we have many letters over there. The feeling of being happy and comfortable because nothing worries you. That's when you are in a state of relaxation. Okay, and the last one, number 8, when something is not interesting or because you have nothing to do, then we say we are in a state of boredom. Boredom. Okay, so we have the 8 words that will become essential for the next exercise or the next information that I want to share with you. Number 1, having no interest or energy, apathy. 2, something that makes you feel unhappy and frightened, worry. 3, uncomfortable feeling about something that is happening or might happen in the future, anxiety. 4, strong positive feelings or excitement about someone or something, arousal. 5, the movement of something or someone in one direction, flow. 6, the power or authority to make something happen is when you are in control. Number 7, the feeling of being happy and comfortable because nothing worries you. You are in a state of relaxation. And the last one, when something is not interesting or because you have nothing to do, then we say that the state is boredom. Okay? So let's move on to the next one, where I am going to show to you the chart of flow according to Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. And I'm going to share full screen with you because I'm going to be playing with a couple of arrows so that you really get the idea of what is to be able to reach the state of flow according to Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. And well, here we are. This is the chart that Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi created, comparing the skills that a person has with the challenges that the person is or might be faced to. Okay, so the skills, they go from low to high. You may not have many skills in something. And the challenges, they also go from low to high. So what is this? Let's imagine that you have lots of skills, all right, or enough skills to do something, but the challenge is too low. Then you will be bored. Imagine yourself trying to make a jigsaw puzzle that is very easy, like for 20 pieces or something like that. The challenge is not very big, very high. And so after a while, you will become really bored. Okay? Now, going again with the metaphor or with the example of the jigsaw puzzle, what happens if your skills are very low? You never have done any jigsaw puzzle, but you want to do a puzzle that has, I don't know, 2,000 pieces. Then you may feel anxious that you won't be able to finish it. Okay, so that's not a positive feeling either. Okay, not even, or maybe you have some skills, but still the crossword puzzle is too difficult. So you are worried, okay? You are worried that maybe you don't have enough time to do it. Maybe um, well, I don't know, maybe you cannot do that crossword. If your skills are very low in doing a crossword, a jigsaw puzzle, and the challenge is low, let's say, okay, you are apathetic. Who cares? You don't want to do it. Why bother, right? Why bother? So we have checked, let's say, the 4 negative states of a person. Whether you are bored because the challenge is not big enough, whether you are apathetic because still the challenge isn't very big enough, or worried because the challenge is too high, but your skills are not very high, or anxious because the challenge is too high and your skills are low. On the other side, we have 4 states that will or may bring us to the state of flow. What happens if the challenge is good enough, right, in a good level for me, and my knowledge is good? My skills are good. Then I start feeling relaxed. Okay, I can do it. I can manage this activity. Or maybe the challenge is higher. My skills are higher. And I am in control. I can do this. I feel positive about it. I am in control of the situation. I can handle it. Maybe your skills are, let's say, in the middle, and the challenge is pretty good. So you are in arousal. You want to do it. Why do you want to do it? Because maybe you want to improve your skills. You want to learn something new. So it brings excitement in your life to do this activity. When we have the excellent balance between challenges and skills, then we are in a state of flow, okay? The challenge is pretty good. I want to do it. I know that it may cause some difficulties in me, but I know that I will learn, and I want to do it, and I am just in the state of flow. I am moving forward in one direction. Nothing is distracting me, and I feel like time is not moving, okay? I feel like nothing can stop me from doing that. Time flies. I love doing jigsaw puzzles. I can spend hours doing it. I have all day to work on it. I'm excited about it because the image is fantastic. The challenge is pretty good. What, 1,000 pieces, 2,000 pieces, I don't know. But I feel excited about it, and I can be doing this jigsaw puzzle for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I even forget about lunch. I even forget about doing other activities because I am flowing with it. Sometimes it happens when you are doing a relaxing activity, a leisure activity. Sometimes it happens when you're studying, when you're doing some research, or when you're doing an activity at work that it's so exciting for you, so challenging for you in a good level, and you are so skilled to do it that you just forget about time. And that is the state of flow. So you see that we have 4 states that can be positive and 4 states or feelings that can be negative and that can bring us to a state of languishing or depression or sadness or anxiety or worriness or boredom or apathy. Okay, so how can we move from blah, I don't like it, I hate my life, everything stinks, to a state of, yeah, I can manage it, I have a reason to live, I know I can do it, I want to grow as a person, I want to improve my situation. So I would like you to look again at your flower, the flower of life. How can you move or how can you increase your numbers in each one of the situations that I presented to you? Okay, maybe you want to improve your personal growth. Maybe you want to improve your health and well-being. Perhaps you would like to improve your family and friends situation, or find a significant other, or improve your relationship with your significant other, your career, you want to move on in your career, or any other activity in your life that you would like to feel better. What are the kind of things that we can do in order to improve that? Some tips, okay? I'm sharing with you some tips how to move from blah to yeah. So, number one, take time for yourself, something that you can really engage to. Perhaps it's learning something new, like a language, or improving a language. Perhaps it's learning a new activity or learning a new artistic skill, something that you can really engage to. Take a course, study something, read a book, whatever it is, or start doing some exercise program, something that you really engage to and you can commit. You can commit to do it. Another thing very important that you can do, connect with others. Because of COVID, many of us went into a home office. We stayed at home. The only contact we had was if I lived with somebody, or if many people lived alone, so they lost contact with family, friends, and with, generally speaking, with humanity. So connect with others. Go have a cup of coffee with a friend or lunch. Go to the movies with another person. Try to reconnect with other people physically, all right? Not only on the chat, not only on video calls, but physically, because the physical contact has demonstrated to bring major improvement in our health and well-being. Another thing that you can do as well is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to connect with yourself, to pay attention to the here and now. There are many exercises of mindfulness, like breathing, connecting with your breathing in and out, allowing yourself to feel your body, your organs, or giving some minutes to go outside and look at the plants, look at the flowers, look at the birds, listen to the sounds, the different sounds that you hear, connect with your sense of smell, of hearing, of sight, of taste, of touch. Give yourself 2 minutes or something to practice mindfulness. There are many exercises. I also in my channel, in my YouTube channel, I have shared many mindful exercises as well. Next one, be thankful. Be thankful for what you have, for where you are, the friends that you have, what you have achieved today. Maybe it wasn't, wow, such a big thing that you achieved. It doesn't matter. If you were able to go out and do some exercise, be thankful about it. Be thankful every morning because you have another opportunity to grow, to learn, to develop. Do some exercise. Exercise is considered one of the best things you can do to improve your well-being, not only physically, but also mentally and spiritually. Any kind of exercise that you like, it doesn't matter. Next one, when you are connecting, doing something, avoid distractors. Just as the example that I gave you when you, if you want to do jigsaw puzzles or any other activity, okay, if you are going to concentrate on that, avoid distractors, meaning turn off your cell phone for a while. If you're going to read a book, okay, 30 minutes or 20 minutes that you're going to read a book, but avoid distractors. No phone calls, no texting, anything, because that also has to do with multitasking and frequent task switching. Okay, so you're reading a book, but then you see a notification and you stop reading and you check the notification, you text your friend, and then you go back to reading. Going back and forth distracts you from your purpose, from your objective. And believe me, all of these things will help you to feel less languished, more alive, with a purpose, with a sense of purpose, with a direction to follow. And remember that if we can control the state of languishing, we can avoid the burnout syndrome and depression. And last one, set clear and achievable goals. Okay? So remember the balance between the challenge and the skills, according to Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. It must be the right balance. So clear and achievable goals. This week, I am going to eat healthier. Okay, only this week. Next week, it might be the same goal or it might be a different goal. You can start up little by little. I'm going to do exercise. This week, I'm going to walk for 10 minutes. Next week, I'm going to walk for 20 minutes. And then you can increase your goal so that it has the correct balance to reach the state of flow. Okay, so this is going from the state of blah to the state of yeah. Okay, you don't want to feel stagnated, depressed, languished. You want to feel positive. You want to feel that you are reaching goals. You want to feel that you're moving forward. And finally, just to close this session, I would like to share with you a quote by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi and his book called Flow, the Psychology of Optimal Experience. And he says, enjoyment appears at the boundary between boredom and anxiety, when the challenges are just balanced with the person's capacity to act. So remember, the correct amount of challenge with the correct amount of skill will move us into the direction of flowing, a constant movement in one direction. So the way to avoid this state of languishing or burnout or depression is trying to avoid the states of anxiety, worry, apathy, or boredom, and move forward into states of relaxation, arousal, control, and finally get to the state of flow. I hope you have enjoyed this session. And well, you can leave me any comments if you like the topics that I am talking about. If there is any topic that you would like me to share with you, please let me know in your comments. Remember my name, Marcela Grobet. Remember my social media. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And remember to like and subscribe in my channel. You will find visualizations in Spanish, also in English, so that you can control your states of anxiety and stress. You will also find, of course, other mini common art sessions where you will learn different things. And you will find many activities and contents that I share every week, whether it is to learn English and also to learn and practice Spanish. See you very soon next week with another episode, and have a nice one. Okay, be happy. Bye.